Hi, friends, and welcome to Starry Hilder and Mr. Hilder, off grid. Mr. Hilder is sitting by the wood stove this morning, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to grab the camera because this is kind of interesting what he's doing. Mr. Hilder has a pair of boots that he is, well, what are you doing? Why don't you explain what you got here?
Well, I'm putting some leather treatment on them. If you want, you buy expensive boots and have expensive gear and that type of stuff, you gotta take care of it. If you buy cheap boots, don't waste your time on this kind of stuff. But these are a rather expensive pair of boots.
What are they?
They're Kentrex. They're known for, they're a very rugged mountain type boot. I don't use these for, like, say, work, but I do wear them on a day-to-day basis around the mountain here because of the terrain and so forth. But they're one of my better hunting boots. I more specifically wear them for. Very stiff sole. They're made for steep terrain. It's good support. And I've had many other boots. Kentrex, as far as I'm concerned, definitely in one of the top couple for these type of applications. You don't want them just for flatland type use because they got a rather stiff sole on them. And I like the lower cut for more earlier type of hunting and so forth. And I wear gaiters, say if we get snow, or I wear gaiters 90% of the time if I'm out. So I don't really need that higher portion. I've worn both, and I prefer these a little bit better. But the Kentrex, this particular boot, is probably hands down my favorite boot. It's called the Hardscrabble.
Okay.
Just a super durable boot, and they actually had these on sale. When I bought them, I'm always looking to buy stuff on sale. If you watch long enough, this is a $400 boot.
Wow.
It's not cheap. But do you want to buy $100 boots every year or two?
Yeah.
I've got some other. Well, let me get to the sales. So they had them on sale and they were $100 off. So I jumped on them. I got another pair. I had a pair of Mountain Extremes, the taller ones, and after about many years, yeah, they
saw the extremes.
Saw the extremes. But I really love these boots. And then I don't buy the cheap leather preservative type stuff. This is Obenhoff's. Super excellent. I mean, they don't have any animal fats is the main thing you don't want in there. You don't want animal fat type things. I'm not sure if they got beeswax. It wasn't made by Idaho Wildlife Fighter.
Oh.
He developed this beeswax. So I'm thinking if the dude lives in Idaho mountains,
yeah,
he's got to know what's going on. Protects leather against fire retardant chemicals, heat, water, and abrasions, natural oils, yada yada. I've been using this stuff for a long time and I love it. Another good one is Montana Pitch Blend. Them are the two main ones that I recommend. I've used them both a lot. Awesome stuff. The thing is, when I'm using a product and I'm telling you guys about it, I'm not just saying it's great because somebody sent me a free container of something.
Yeah, we don't get free stuff here.
No, I haven't. I don't.
There's no free on Starry Hilder's homestead.
Nobody sends me free stuff, and then I'm going to tell you it's the great stuff. I just use this stuff, and if you wanna, I'm just trying to help you out. If you want, here, it ain't that expensive either. Here's the price.
Yeah.
$10.
There you go.
And this lasts a long time. $10. Whether somebody sends it to me or free, that's not the point. The point is.
So Mr. Hilder uses the Obenhoffs, and I think it's pretty cool that it was developed by somebody here in Idaho.
Yeah.
And the other stuff is the Montana stuff.
Montana Pitch Blend, yeah.
Okay.
Excellent, awesome stuff.
And
Kentrex actually sells. I've never used theirs, but when I got the boots, the lady was trying to sell me Kentrex brand.
Oh.
Because she said it had no animal fats and that type of stuff in it. I've not personally used it. I didn't buy it at the time because I knew I had, big container of this at home. So, but other than that, I'm sure that's an awesome product too. If they want to sell you with their boot, but that's probably their catch. I should have looked at the price to see.
Yeah.
They don't make boots; they just make this stuff.
So you're sitting by the wood stove, and how do you do this then?
Well, I just like to get my boots preheated up first, so the leather's warm. Here's one that hasn't been treated, and it's been treated now.
Oh, look at the difference.
It's the oil sucking in. So then I'll set them back on the stove here. But I like and scrub your boots up with. I I use a toothbrush and get any grime off there and that type of thing, and I had a rag, you know, get them cleaned up. And if they're really dirty, you may have to take the day before with some, you know, a rag with some soapy water and toothbrush and get them clean. And then it's just real simple. The leather's warm. Oil.
Okay.
Rub it into the boot. Work it in all the nooks and crannies.
So you do this with your fingers?
Yep.
And that's okay?
Well, it's all natural.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking because people may ask. Like, because I asked, I said, do you really rub that in with your fingers? But I guess you're right, it's all natural, so.
It's not like, I mean, I don't see any things on there saying use whatever protection is dangerous. I'm assuming it's not. Heck, I was using it on my face there. I had dry skin.
He was. I
like-
told him.
So I'm like,
I
well,
went
it can't
in,
be too toxic.
I went in the bathroom and he was rubbing it on his face. And I said, what are you rubbing on your face? He said, well, Open-Offs.
Yeah, I figured if it works good for boot leather, it ought to work good on my face.
Mr. Hilder.
I mean, that's just my theory. But anyhow, you just rub the stuff in, get it worked in there, and all the nooks and cracks with your fingers, and you can see it actually will suck right into the leather, and that's good.
And then after you rub it all in,
Yep.
do you leave it set on the wood stove
Yep,
for a while, or?
Be careful with the wood stove deal. I set them on the floor here so I don't run off and forget. Because one time, I'm going to tell you a really cool story.
He's going to tell you a story that involves Starry. This is a true story.
When you multitask, sometimes, as we all know, especially when you get older and you got a lot of brain cell loss like I do, you forget things. And so I was doing just what I was doing here, and we had these warmer type days, so there wasn't, you know, we had a fire in the morning, then it goes out. So I put my boots in that oven over there. I had an expensive pair of boots, and I stuck them in the oven.
Right in there.
Because there was a little bit of heat left in there, and the fire was out. I'm thinking, I'll stick them in there for a while. Well, then guess what? Of course, I forgot that they were in there, and I got sidetracked, and I went off and I did something for the whole day. And this is the part that kills me. It could be 20 below, and Starry never starts a fire, ever.
Because I have you.
I've never known her to start a fire. Yeah, because you got me. That's great. That's what I'm hoping. You know, that's cool. So I came home from wherever I went off to.
I think you're ice fishing.
I went ice fishing.
Yeah.
I came home. As soon as I walked in the door, I smelled burning rubber, and I knew right away what was going on, and it was not good. I came running into the stove here. She had a nice roaring fire going. Suddenly, she was a master fire builder. Most times, you can't even get a fire going. It's a smoldering.
I start good fires.
And she had this roaring fire like you can't believe.
Ooh, I was heating the house up.
I said, don't you smell I was freaking out. I was having a meltdown. I said, don't you smell the rubber burning? She's sitting over there, no, I don't. As it's like, it's just haze in here. I open up the thing, my boots, my expensive mountaineering boots were beyond cooked. The soles had cooked right off the bottom of the boots. I mean, it was like I was in a forest fire and left for dead. I couldn't believe it. So, but I guess in the end of the story was, we found out Starry could build a fire, and then we found out that
boots burn.
Yeah, we're laughing now, wasn't it?
Yeah, we weren't laughing.
But don't leave your boots thinking that someone else is not going to do, because just when you think that, that's when they...
That's when they burn up.
So, I guess...
It was a valuable lesson.
Yeah, I was burned over that for a bunch of days. But I guess in the end it was my own fault, because I put the boots in there. I didn't tell anybody. I just assumed she would, I assumed, never assumed. But I guess, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
The boots were old, they were getting old. I shouldn't say they were getting old. I had them broke in just
Yeah.
right. So they were really fitting good.
All part
But
of
that's the moral of the story is, when it comes to fire or anything to do with wood stoves, never ever leave anything sit on or in a wood stove.
That's true.
Because you'll walk off and you'll forget. Guaranteed, you're going to come back. Whatever you have is going to be burnt. In fact, I'm going to take this boot and I'm going to take it off here now. Because it'll cook just as bad up here.
Yes.
I'm going to put it down here. The cement's nice and warm there. And I'm going to take some of my own advice here.
Yes.
Be safe, because I really love these boots.
You don't want to be losing another
I
pair.
am losing this pair, man. These are...
All right. Well, Mr.
So-
Hilder, thank Thank you.
Yeah, so that's just another learning experience. You know, I like to do things always 100% the hard way, because then guaranteed you're going to know the easy way after that.